Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how I do my eyebrows. If you are someone who does not plug their eyebrows, you can still watch this tutorial because I will give you some tips on how to make your eyebrows look neat. So the products I'm using are MAC Painterly Paint Pot. You can use any concealer or any skin tone eyeshadow base. It doesn't have to be this particular product. Next, I'm using this angled eyebrow brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. The number is 18. It has an angled brush on one side and a spoolie on the other. You can use any angled eyebrow brush and any spoolie to um, do this tutorial. Next, I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Pomade. My shade is Ebony. You can use any eyebrow product. It doesn't have to be this particular one. Again, this tutorial is about technique, not the products that I'm using. So I'm starting off by drawing border around my eyebrows. I'm taking the Painterly Paint Pot and drawing border all around my brows. If you do not pluck your eyebrows, this is a good time to cover up the loose hair. It would give your brow a neater look if that's what you want. So I would suggest using a concealer or any eyeshadow base like this one to cover the lid. And by creating these borders, you will also make your brows look like it'll also be, standing out. So once I'm done creating this border, I'm drawing another thinner border on top of my brow. As you can see, this one is a little bit thinner because the Painterly Paint Pot is much lighter than my skin tone, so I don't want my face to look funny because it's not going to go with my actual skin tone. So I'm just trying to make sure that I don't have too much of this product over my brows. Under my brows is fine because we are trying to highlight our brow, and then I'll be doing an eyeshadow look later on, so it doesn't matter if I have a lot of this lighter color on my lid, but over my brow I don't want a lot of it. So I am blending it out with a beauty blender. You can use any makeup sponge, or if you use brush for blending out your foundation or concealer, you can do that too. Once I'm done blending everything out, I'm starting to draw my brows. I took the dip pomade on the angled brush side and then started drawing small strokes from the arch of my brow, because our brow arch and the sides are much darker than the front. So it's always better to start from there, because when we pick up the product, we have a lot of it on the brush. So it's better to start from the arch and not the front, because if we start from the front, our front of the brow would look very dark, and we don't want that, because from my personal experience, most people look good with a lighter color of brows in the front, and then it kind of has a gradient that goes to dark from light, and that's what I'm trying to recreate here. I am trying to put more colors, more color on the arch and the sides than on the front. So as my brush kind of runs out of the product, I'm slowly moving it towards the front, and I'm drawing small strokes instead of like one big line, because I'm trying to mimic my natural hair. So draw the strokes along the direction that your natural hair goes, so that it looks like you have a lot more hair than you actually do. Our goal is not to draw like a big paint on the brow, but to actually draw small strokes so that it looks more natural. One thing I would say is start with less product, because less is more in this case. You don't want to start with a lot of product, because it'll be very difficult to clean it up if you take too much, and if your face is already done and you want to take some of it off, that's going to be a lot of work. Once you do that, keep blending it with the spoolie so that your fake drawn hair kind of blends up with your natural hair. So throughout the tutorial, you're going to see that I'm drawing small strokes, and then I'm going back to the spoolie and blending it out. As you can see on the front of my brow, I'm kind of drawing it from top to bottom, because that's how the hair direction is for my natural hair. But then when I was drawing it on the arch, I was going kind of from top to bottom at an angle. So keep doing that, like follow the direction of your hair so that it looks like you have more hair than you actually do, and your brows look natural. The trick with eyebrow drawing is taking a little bit of time to draw it. Not too much time that you spend so much. I don't want people to spend too much time on their brow. So don't spend too much time on it. If you can, avoid that. But do take some focus when you're doing it. You might feel like it might be faster to take a lot of product and just finish it right away, but most of the time it leads to making mistakes or not having a natural looking brow. One way you can clean up if you make a mistake is by using your makeup sponge to kind of slowly press on the brow to take some product off. Do not use makeup wipes because it will also erase the border and the canvas that you created for your eyelid or even your foundation. So try to use your makeup sponge or the brush that you used for your foundation to lightly tap on the brow to reduce the product if you make a mistake. Otherwise, you're good to go. So it's always best to start from the arch on the side and then move to the front. That way you'll have less chances of making mistakes. So here is my brow. I hope you guys liked this tutorial and I hope it was helpful. If so, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.